Alright guys, so I'm doing a tree prune up. This whole pine's coming down because she's deader than a doornail. I'm working on getting my clearance from all the lines. Once I get that cleared from the line, I'll slowly bring that piece down. I've already brought that long piece down and trimmed up and pruned a whole bunch of the lower stuff. Now I'm likely to have to climb this a bit, so I'm leaving myself plenty of steps to work with. I gotta clear all that out that's catching all those lines there, and then I'll try and drop these pieces. I'm trying not to destroy this massive, and I mean massively overgrown boxwood. This is the largest boxwood I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, trying to get clearance. Maybe this boxwood will recover if it starts getting some daylight again. But yeah, I'm working on this guy here. Joshua's lawn care. Alright guys, so I'm just slowly, methodically bringing branches down, clearing all these lines, working that up. Once I get good enough, I'll bring much larger pieces down at a time. But we're just clearing everything. You'd be surprised just how light these are because they're dead. Like, there's virtually nothing to them. When I cut big chunks off, they fall slowly. They're like, oh. Anyway, it's all dead, so it's super light. It's all dried out from this winter's winds. Yep, I'm almost there. That communication line there is going to be a slight issue, so I'm going to have to make sure I clear plenty off of this. And then I'm going to try and drop as much as I can that way. Some of this stuff down right here. And this here, I'm going to clean all that up around the line, which again, those aren't power, those are just communication lines. And probably knock a couple of bigger chunks off of that quickly. So I'm going to get back at it before I run out of daylight. So I'm out. Down to one nub. Working that. That's where we're at. That last guy is the last thing to come down, and I'm gonna cut it fairly similar to the way I did this last one. I'm gonna put a tug rope on it, partially cut it, get the notch set, and then pull her over. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit off the side of this one because I want to make sure I stay clear of that cable line right there, and there's still a little bit coming over top of it. So I'm almost there, boys. Once I got that done, I can drop chunk and be done. Alright folks, that's that. She's done. Now I just got to clean up as much of the mess as I can and get as much hauled out as I can. It is too late to make it to the dump spot, so we'll have to load up to unload in the morning. That'll be the plan. I'll put as many as the big rounds as I can in the bed of the truck and get as much heavyweight in the bed of the truck, because I want to get all the light stuff on here, because the less I have to hand throw off before I can drag this tarp off, the better. So I'm going to try and put as much in the bed of the heavy stuff and put all the light stuff in the bed of the truck. I got to do one more topping on that stump and get it down as low as I can, but I'm pretty dang close. Everything's cut up. All the heavy stuff I'm going to throw in the bed of the truck as much as I can, because I want to keep this as light as possible, because the less I have to throw off by hand, the more I can drag off with the tarp, the better it's going to be for me. So, and this looks like it's really tall, but this stuff is so light I can just smash it down. I won this FS91R at the Schleibach Engines Pro event. I came in third in a mower race where they changed the controls and everything was backwards. I'll throw a clip in at the end to show you. Third place. I just want to say thank you to Schleibach Engines of Apple Creek for putting this event on. It was extremely fun. 5 points off. So let me try and explain this for you guys. So basically what they did is they took the controls and reversed them. So when you push the handles forward, you go backwards. When you pull the handles backwards, you go forwards. So it throws everything off that you know. Steering is reversed, everything. So when you're trying to operate this, you literally have to like put your brain into recycle mode and try and figure it out rather than doing what you already know. It made it very difficult, very hard to operate. And in fact, the guys who have the most experience on these machines, guys who have 10, 15, 20,000 hours operating them, they struggled the hardest, because it's like it's ingrained in your brain how it should operate. And then when you try and operate it, it doesn't work out the way you think it will. So luckily, somehow, if we're willing, I came in third place with this. It'll take away less space. And I know that looks like there's still a lot there, but trust me, once I cut it and drop it into the trailer, it's not going to be nearly as much as it looks like. So, job well done. Damaged nothing. Did leave a few vines hanging on that because I'm not getting up there to do that. But yeah, looks pretty good. And again, the largest boxwood I've ever seen in my life. I've trimmed this thing. The first time I came here, that boxwood was way up here, like way up there. I trimmed it to bring it into this shape like 2 years ago. Yeah. Okay guys, I got everything on the trailer. Don't ask me how. Lots of finagling. But I got the entire load on the trailer. Mulch buckets full of... Let's get our phone number here. But everything is completed. I'm gonna blow this off real quick. Hey guys, I thought I'd give you a couple of before shots here so you could get an idea of the size and scale of this small pine. It was maybe 35 feet at max at the peak. But it was also super light. It came down so easy. Spent more time making sure I had clearance from those lines than anything. Got a little bit of stuff. But cleaned up all the mess. Got everything done. Tree is gone. Lines are clear. Nothing broken. Other than those vines that I couldn't get to. That's not my issue. Alright guys. Another job well done by Joshua's Lawn Care. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.